Hey, it's Amy and Nicole, and we just wanted to give you a little bit of a market update. I don't think I've ever been asked more times than recently, even like just from other agents, what's happening in the market right now? What are you feeling? What are the changes that you're feeling from this time last year? And we just went and pulled some stats. And so from 2024 to 2025, the average price, like the average sales price, has actually gone up from around 202,000 to 218,000, and days on market has gone up, which that's usually kind of a sign it's not going as well, but only 8 days, so it's not as bad as what it kind of feels like when you look at those numbers. But like, I brought Nicole with me today too, to say, I didn't bring you, you're just here.
I'm just here. Yes.
But I mean, what does it feel like for you? She works primarily with our buyers, and so she's having a different kind of experience than I'm having. So what does it feel like on the buyer's end?
So on the buyer's end, what I'm seeing is that, I still have a lot of buyers that are just being tentative about buying a house. But also in that same kind of instance, they are being more cautious about buying, but they're actually able to ask for more things. So before, where we were competing at times, I mean, there was usually every offer that I wrote, I was always competing against another offer. Now I don't really compete against many other offers, and that's when I tell buyers, hey, now's the time. Let's try to ask for some closing costs. Let's try to ask for a home warranty, and I'm seeing sellers give those. Now, on Amy's side, it's like, it hurts kind of the seller to have to make those concessions, but buyers are able to get them now just because there's not as many people buying, or they're just being a lot pickier. A lot of people, when they were buying back in 2021, 2020, all that, when there was a huge rush and a lot of competition, they were settling, I think, for a house versus buying something that they really wanted. So now buyers really like, turnkey homes. They want it to be cute. They don't really want to work on things unless if you're working with, an investor who does want to work on stuff.
And they want it for pennies on the dollar.
They do, yeah. So I'm seeing a lot of that. Either they want something that's ready to move in, or it's an investor looking for a deal. So
the tricky part on the seller side is that sellers are not willing to turn loose of the equity they have in the home, which rightly so. I would feel the same way.
Yeah.
And as you can see, these numbers reflect that the prices are steady, but the buyer will walk away. I mean, they will walk away over some petty stuff lately, it seems. And as I'm coaching my clients ahead of time to warn them that this possibility is coming, you might get a okay offer to start, or even a pretty good offer to start, but then they get into the home inspection and start asking for the sun and the moon and your firstborn child, and you say no, and then there's no second buyer coming. So it's like, if their requests are reasonable on that first offer, I recommend that you try to make it work out if at all possible, especially if it's a good solid buyer with good financing or cash. I mean, obviously if they're being unrealistic, we've had several fall apart that we just say, well, that
we
will
can't
never
do that.
work, But it's a trying time. And the other agents are talking about, like, wow, is your phone ringing? And now we've moved into the holidays, and so that's a time that's traditionally a little bit slower. But all that said, homes are still selling, and your property is specific to your property. So if you are curious about how your home would do right now in this market, or if you have to sell, let us know and let us come and look at it, and we will tell you, to the best of our ability, what we think you're going to get and what kind of challenges you may face as your home goes on the market. So the inventory is still pretty low, even though it seems like you may have seen things sit for a little bit. There's still a lot of buyers out there looking to buy, and you never know till you ask. So definitely reach out and give us the opportunity to come and talk with you about how your home would do in today's market. If you have any questions, just give us a call or stop by and see us.
Yep.